What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay today. While I stay fly for day 4-5, get your mind ready, get your grind ready. The way you're gonna shine when the time's right in this Jay's Music Corner. We got co-host King Vance. Was good,
Yes, sir. What's going on, my boy?
and we got special guest Ali the Villain. What's good, bro?
Chilling, chilling. What's popping with y'all, man?
Shit
Chilling.
much, man. Welcome
Is
to the
it?
show. Appreciate your time.
I mean,
Hell
appreciate
yeah.
being there.
For the people that may not know you, could you introduce yourself, where you're from, and why you got into music?
Hell yeah. My name is Ali the Villain. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. It's one of the craziest cities in the world. Um, and why I got into music? Low key, it's my mama fault. Cause
That's my mama fault.
it's legit her fault. Cause you know that the doctor study when they say if you put music on the headphones to make the baby smarter.
Oh, in the belly,
She
yeah.
she picked hip hop instead of classical. And I told her if you pick classical, I've been a doctor. Kind of fucked it all up. So I kind of just been stuck with it since then. It's kind of what it's been.
That's what's up.
What's your
That's what's
Mount
up.
Rushmore top 5 artists influence you?
Ooh, I had a feeling that question was gonna come, and I was preparing for it, and I still ain't got no
Mm.
answer. I get like the top 5 is hard because like when you get to different eras in your life, those top 5s change. So like my top 5 now, I don't even have a top 5 now. I have seasons. Like that's the way I do it. So
Mm.
like depending on what season of the year, that's what I'm listening to. So it's like fall, I had the tendency to go back and listen to old school stuff because I don't know why. Fall season got to feel the memories, shit like that.
Yeah.
Summer, I'm looking for high intensity shit that got a vibe, shit that's got a plan. Uh we don't have a spring no more because how the city messed up. It's kind of what it is. Winter is love songs, all the love school shit, all the lovey-dovey sad shit, R&B. So it's like I do seasons. I ain't had a top 5 in years.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But if I
No
had to pick,
influences?
oh, of course. If I had to pick top 5 off the head, I'm gonna be mad because once I pick the 5, I'm gonna have a better 5. Uh, I would say Jay, of course, Lupe,
West Side's finest.
1000%. Let's see who else. Jay, Lupe. I'm gonna say I go out west. I say the game. The game is a big influence. Bro, it's cold as hell.
Yeah, game was
Fuck
nice.
with the game.
3 stacks, and for 5, if I just throw anything out, yeah, I'll throw Kanye in the mix. I'm definitely gonna throw Kanye.
Hmm.
I have my reasons, but I'll say 5 for Kanye, of course.
Hell
He
yeah.
raised a lot of us. I ain't gonna say he did for
Nah,
sure.
he definitely did. He used to make me want to be a producer, but I tell people all the time, I ain't had the patience for that shit. Like,
I ain't have it till later, but
I didn't have the patience for that shit.
yeah, it could
Trying to
be crazy.
construct a beat and all that, and I ain't had the patience for that shit, dog. I gave up. I gave up in like 2 months. Man, fuck this
Oh
shit.
damn.
Yeah, I ain't had the patience for real.
Well, with me, shit, I fell in love with everything, and I got to the point where rap was kind of like not easy, but I had a good idea on what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. So I kind of just started venturing into other shit, and then I went to school for it. And then it was like, okay, it turned into homework, and then from that, it was like, well, damn, everything that's in my brain now, I could put it down in different ways. So I just started doing everything, from rap to engineering, songwriting, to producing,
That's
just
what's up.
whatever I can get my hands on.
Yeah, that's what's up.
This Black Heart project, what inspired that?
Man, a girl. A girl, like most
Yeah, like
projects.
most stuff.
Yeah, it all started with a girl, man. Yeah, the situation was retarded, and I could have handled it in a lot of ways, but my sister, who's always in my L, like she always reminds me, like if you're trying to figure out a way to deal with something, handle something, put it in the music, put it to the music, like just put it in the music. It'll make sense if you do that. So it was like instead of being like, "Fuck that bitch, I hate her," I was like, "I just gonna make some music." I think I did say that in the project too. I definitely said "fuck that bitch." I believe I did.
Hell yeah.
At least 72 times, probably. That's roundabout. That's
And you mix and mastered this project yourself?
Yep. We got it done. We got it done in like about a week.
Damn, no, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
I did it during the snowstorm. We came here to try to get some stuff done and shut up the studio before the snowstorm hit, but ended up getting stuck in that shit. So while I was here, I'd already wrote about 3, 4 of the songs, so I really only had one more left to do. So I started recording, and when I was finishing those, I was writing the other one. So I talked to my homies. We had just started our label, Fallback Music Group. And
Nice.
they wanted me to put out more material. And I was like, well, look, I'm kind of like in album mode right now. Can I just drop a little EP real quick? And they was like, cool. So what you talking about, a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month? I'm like, it'll be done tomorrow. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, it'll be done tomorrow. So I sent it to them. They called me, was like, you can do this all in one day. And I'm like, yeah, I got proof. Me and my brother Keith sat here and recorded the whole project, knocked the shit out. And then I spent like 3-4 days just mixing, and came together really damn dope.
Was there a batch of records and you picked like the best 9, or was it just these 9 that you made?
Well, really, it was a solid, I had a solid 4 that went well together. And then in between the skits and other things, this kind of all came together. I just started stacking stuff on top of stuff. I was done with the project originally at it's a song on there called Never Again. That was supposed to be the actual outro of the project. But then I came up with another idea because I was talking to some female friends of mine, and I was explaining to them why the relationship went the way it went. And they was all giving me the exact same response, like, I'll beat that bitch ass, I'll drag her. And I was like, this would be funny as fuck if I made this as a skip for the project. So I told them what I wanted to do, and I didn't give them no script. I didn't do anything like that. I just told them what the idea was. And they all lined up and did it to the point that I could like stack them on top of each other like dubs. And so I sliced it together and did a little shit with it. And it came out way doper than I thought it would. I even got my mom stacked the fool on. And I was like, Mom, I need something from you. So she's the only person I wrote something for. And she's like, I ain't saying all that. I'm saying what I want to say. I'm like, all right, go ahead, Mom.
That sound like a mama boy, especially 100%. Chicago mama. Oh, my mama.
Yeah. She gave a little speech and was all peaceful. And then at the end, she went right into it. I stumped that bitch. I'm like, damn, all right, man, I love it. I love it. It was dope. It was organic though. I was happy with the turnout.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Could you explain your experience of moving from Chicago to Florida to go to school?
Yeah.
Audio engineer?
It was fun as hell. I know a lot of people be like, oh, I was homesick. I was not homesick. I needed a break. I needed to get the hell out of the city. Around that time, 2011, it was a lot going on. People were dying left and right. Everything in my life was changing. I got to a point where I felt like I did all I could in the city and wasn't nobody helping nobody as far as the music scene. It was really crazy because right before that big drill wave hit, it was like there was no connection to the industry. They said the Midwest ain't had nothing, when nobody looking for us like that. So I took and got my ass out of there. And when I got down to Florida, it was a shell shock because, like, as crazy as you would think, Florida is like one of the nicest places, or maybe I was just one of the nicest places in Florida. And everybody was peaceful and happy and smiling and waving and shit. And I'm from mean ass Chicago, so I'm like, fuck y'all smiling for. I'm thinking,
that's how I was too, bro.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm mad aggressive for no fucking reason, and they looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, I'm from a city where if you smile at us too long, someone behind us for to knock us out. Like, so I'm looking to see behind me and shit. You smile at me for it. But no, it was dope. The best thing literally was walking to the school and seeing a lot of people had big ass headphones and ciphers and they playing each other beats. And you sit on campus before you get to the school. And I'm like, all these people look like me. And I'm like, damn, I didn't feel like left out. I felt like I was right where I needed to be. So it was dope. It was a dope experience.
When you moved back, did you bring any of that like friendly, nice guy energy back home on accident? And you had to like check yourself?
For about a week. I was like, man, y'all chill out, man. Be peaceful, be relaxed, blah, blah, blah. And my sister, my sister checked me so fucking. You better remember where the fuck you at. You right.
Yep.
Right. This ain't right. Talking about that sunshine shit over with. You better remember where you at. I'm like, you right. I had to get back to it. I went and saw the homies, went chill for a little bit, drove around the city, and it started feeling like home again. A lot changed while I was gone, but the energy, it took a while to get back to it.
How long was you gone?
For about almost three and a half years. Yeah.
Okay, that's about how long I was in Houston. Went back home for like a year, and shit just felt different. Ain't even feel the same.
It don't. I was gonna leave, but I ended up finding the studio and working here, and that's what got me to stay. Because I was gonna find me something. I was like, if this is what I got to do, like I love the city, but at the time I felt like I had outgrown it to the point where it was like I couldn't go back and get back in the same mode. I knew more, I understood more, I had different beliefs, and a lot of homies they didn't. So it was like I was speaking a different language to them, and they were saying the same old shit to me, and we just wasn't, So it was like,
I'm already knowing.
mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, that's why I moved my ass back to Houston.
Hey, man. Like it's like they treat you like a traitor when you leave for a little bit and come back, man. They act like you ain't never supposed to leave.
Yeah, they want you to stay, but it's like, nah, bro, I gotta go, bro. I gotta get the fuck up out of here, and I got kids, bro. I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain like how you went from you're now the manager of the studio that me and you originally recorded in, right?
Yeah.
Could you explain like how you went from college to recording in that studio to becoming the manager?
Yeah, all of that started from when I first came back from school. I built a little studio at my homie's crib over on the east side. His mother, God bless her soul, she passed away a little bit. She was one of the best people in the world. She let 10 ignorant ass boys get in her crib and make music till 5 o'clock in the morning. She never bitched, she never complained. We thought the neighbors was gonna put us up. The neighbors love the music, so we'll be leaving, creeping down the hallway at 6 o'clock, and they open the door. What was that y'all was making last night? I need that. Y'all gotta give me that when y'all come back. So we had a lot of support from the people in the building, so it was dope. So when I came back, we started that back up. And she ended up getting into it with the landlord and leaving. She found a better spot. But the spot she moved to, I didn't really have a place to record in. It was a bigger, better spot for them, but it just wasn't no room for me, and it was cool. So one of my homies told me about the studio, and at the time they had this deal where they were doing 6 hours for $50. You can get the 6 hours studio. The only deal was you had to run the studio. You had to run your own studio. With no engineer, you had to work it. My homie knew that I just graduated. He was like, bro, you better put that shit to work. Come work. I'm looking at the sheet like, I can't work none of this shit. He like, well, bro, he like, just show up. If it don't work, then we'll put some shit up for the gram and we'll be cool. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I get in there, and the setup is the same setup that I had at my boy crib. No lie. Like everything looked the same. Wasn't the same equipment, but the thought process was similar. So I just started working. You know what I'm saying? I posted on Facebook, Instagram, yo, I'm in this bitch. If I need studio time, hit me up. I went from having like 5 clients to 25 clients. I was this motherfucker so much that they started interviewing me before I even asked for the job. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yeah, next thing you know, I'm working at the studio, and then the general manager, he was training me. I worked with him for about a year, and then after that, about a year went past. He passed away. So when he passed, the owner was trying to figure out what he wanted to do. He didn't want to shut the studio down, but he needed someone to step up and hold. I'm in shock because my mentor just passed. I'm like, damn, bro was, he knew more about the music industry than I'll ever, but he forgot more than I'll ever know. So I'm like, damn, and I'm thinking, the GM hired me. So I'm like, now that he gone, the owner finna fire my ass. I'm like, so he hit me up with we gotta have a meeting. I'm like, damn, he's finna terminate me. So I'm ducking his ass. I'm dipping. I'm getting out. I'm disappearing. He like, what time you gonna be there? I'll be there at 2. I'm leaving at 1. I'm fuck out of there. I'm like,
ain't taking no chances.
Hell no, you can't fire me if you can't catch me. So what he did, he peeped what I was doing. So he asked me again, like, okay, so you gonna be there? What's that? I said, I'll be there at 7. He pulled up at like 4 and just waited for me to get there. I creep in at 5. He right on time. I'm damn shit. So I'm like, okay, it's over with. I couldn't do this no longer than that. But he ended up asking me about the job. I'm so like, I'm already depressed. I'm like, damn, I just got my dream job and I'm finna lose it. So he talking to me, but I'm looking at the floor because I'm upset. Then he goes, Ali, look at me. I need you to look at what I'm saying. He goes, I need a general manager. And I'm like, yeah, find a general manager. He's like, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I need a general manager. And I'm like, oh, you mean me? he like, yeah. He's like, so would you do it? And I was like, no, I'm not doing that shit. I'm like, dog, the dude before me had 40 years experience in the industry. He didn't perform for the Queen of England. Like the dude, like his stats are phenomenal. I cannot fill those shoes. Yeah, I'm like, I cannot fill those shoes, but I've been engineering for like maybe 8 years at this point, and I've only been good the last like 3. So it's like, I'm like, no, you. So he hit me with the deal. He goes, all right, well, look, I'll make a deal with you. Do the job for a month, and if you don't like it or you bad at it, I'll just find another person. I'm like, all right, deal. And I've been doing that shit for 7 years. He never found a replacement.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hell that shit down. Hell
yeah. Crazy shit, man.
you got any advice for people that like go to school and they might not think their schooling is worth anything? Like, because I don't know how the job placement works in music, but you got any advice for people who go to school to get into the
Yes, 1000%. Do not depend on the school for shit. Do not let the school find a job for you. Do not let the school take what they give you, because what they're basically giving you, and a lot of schools don't explain this, is they're teaching you the fundamentals. Because I teach too now. So now I understand when students come in, they thinking we finna show them everything and they're gonna leave and get a job. Like, no, you're gonna spend this time learn the fundamentals. You got to implement everything you learn. You have to practice that shit. You have to be dedicated to it, because your dedication will definitely put you further than what any name that you got on a resume or anybody you know in the industry. Your dedication, that's going to raise your skill level and put you in a position to make money for yourself before anybody gives you anything. Because in this industry, you got to make it for yourself before they give it to you. That's how it is. It don't matter if you're an engineer, producer, rapper. You gotta go for it. You can't half-ass it. They don't get anything. So don't wait on nobody. Be dedicated. Oh, network. I'm saying one more time. Network. Get out there, meet
Real
people. Shit. Don't be in the crib like cut off from the world. You got to show your face. You got to get out. You got to be on the scenes. You got to be known. You'll find more opportunities being around than you will being good. Trust me. That's big.
That's real shit. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You'll make it further networking than being good. That's a good one.
It's sad, but it is just true. I mean, you can look at our current industry. Like we all know at least 3 dudes that rap better than the top 10 guys right now, but they don't network. They sit in the crib. They don't put themselves out. And as an artist, sometimes we can be introverted, because I'm kind of like that. But if you want what they got, you got to go out and be where they are. That's the only way it's gonna work. It ain't gonna happen no other way.
True.
You got any stories being in the studio? Any famous people you recorded? Any?
Yeah, I got a bunch.
Take a page from Tank and Jay Valentine. Don't say no names, but give us a story.
Yeah, I can't say that. Well, some of them I can say, some of them I can't. Some of them I'm still waiting to put out the music so I can actually. I got pictures with motherfuckers that I can't show because I signed the NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. And you can't. Okay, they might not have been here because some artists. Well, everybody know at one point that artists are writing for the artists in the industry, but they don't know who's writing for who. They don't know who's doing what for what. And some of these people, you'll be surprised. Like you'll be like, I can't believe him at the caliber he is writing this shit for this person. Even more surprising, you'll be surprised at the shit that people actually have to write. They don't sound like the person actually wrote it. People actually wrote that shit. It's wild. But one of the things that I thought was dope was one of them that I can give is you remember Leon the actor. He was
the Temptation dude.
Yeah. He's got an actual group called Leon and the People. He got a Jamaican band.
I heard about that. Yeah,
and he pulled up. Working with him was dope as hell. Working with a lot of people was dope, but I got more horror stories with unknown artists than I do with celebrities. Celebrities are always cool. One of the dudes, like I said, I'm still waiting on him to release the music or do whatever they need to do with it so I can post it. Like, by the caliber of person he was and the stuff that he's done and the people he's touched and his fan base, you wouldn't expect him to be like this, like laid back, like respectable person. Like he's legit respectable. And he just missed regular people shit. Like bro missed going to Target and grocery shopping and picking up shit, picking up groceries. We were sitting there arguing about the best off-brand cereal. You know what I'm saying? Like he was dead ass. Like, no, bro, I need it's the I can't remember what they call it. They call it it's like the Fruity O's and Cocoa Rice and shit like that.
Yeah.
So we going, you know what I'm saying? We going back and forth. And his manager was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like,
right. He don't know shit.
Right. He like, why don't you just get the brand? I'm like, man, we couldn't afford that shit. So we had to get this, bro. That's what that was. And he had so much fun with things. Like, man, I had a conversation with people like this for years. I'm like, you know, when you get to that certain stage, people don't know how to talk to you. They don't know how to address you. And being an engineer, we had to learn how to not be starstruck and treat them like people, because everybody else already treat them like they gods and all of that shit. They miss the regular human interaction. So that's dope. But if I could tell one crazy story, I can't tell the one I really want to tell because that takes too long. I can tell a story about it. It's a dude that tried to sell us a flamethrower.
What the fuck?
Yeah, shit was crazy.
Shout out to Chicago,
man. The fuck he get a flamethrower from, dog?
Well, okay, so the dude had a construction company. He had a construction/landscaping company. So they did a lot of stuff. So they did a lot of stuff. So like from different things, from like agricultural work, structural work, construction stuff, lawn remodeling, repairs. And like sometimes if they're torching and doing major stuff, they will. Hold on one second. Doing the interview, bro. Yeah, thank you. For sure. Studio.
Treating his ass.
No, just I can help it. It comes with the studio. When people come in, they start working. I'm the GM, so everybody come to see me anyway. I can't. Yeah. I gotta hide. They still gonna find my eyes. But no, he had a construction/landscaping business, and all of our studios they're big cameras, so you can look and see the front of the building, the sides, all of that. So we see this dude. He hop out this big ass van. And he's walking like he's got a cast on his arm, so his arm is bending a certain way, and his leg was limping. He was limping with with a bad leg. So he walks up to the door, bams on the door real hard, and then he walks away from the door. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not answering that because I don't know what the fuck that is. That's wild. And he's going back to his van. That's really wild. So you know what I'm saying? So we like, all right, well, depending on what he do when he come back, we'll see. So he comes back and he bams on the door again. So my partner goes out to the door to answer it. And he creeps around the door, but he don't come in. So I can't see. His left arm is in the cast. I can't see his right arm at all. So I was in the session. So when I saw that, and I'm like, okay, go step out the door to talk to him. And I'm like, I'm looking at the camera. And so he stepped back a certain way. And then when he do that, my homie jumped back and look at him. So I stopped the session. The guy rapping in the booth like, hey, you come into the control room for a second. So bro come around like, what was good, bro? I said, look. He was sitting there and two of his other homies. So I was like, hey, y'all, I'm finna ask y'all for something real wild, but I just need y'all to, fuck with me for a minute. They're like, all right, what's up? I'm like, my homie out there talking to this wild ass dude. If it jump out, we're gonna go out there and fuck him up. So I need y'all to, roll with me and do this. And they looked and they was like, all right, it's nothing. All right, fuck it. So as soon as he stepped to him again, he started moving his hands real funny. So we get out and we go over to see what it is. Ghost come around the corner. When he come around the corner, he see four heads peeking around the corner like, what's going on, bro? So we looking to see what it is. I get out there and bro is like, yeah, I just got it ready and it's oiled up. And it says, it comes with 2 tanks of gas. And I'm like, what comes with 2 tanks of gas? And Ghost is sitting there like this. He's like, a flamethrower. And I'm like legit, war mode, Mad Max shit type flamethrower. And he's like, yeah. And Ghost like, he wants to sell it. Can we buy it? And I'm like, nah, I don't really think. You know what I'm saying? He like, well, don't you want to see how it works? Ghost like, yeah, I'm like, no. We don't want to see how it works. Got a big ass tree outside. I'm like, no. John ain't gonna let us buy this damn thing. So bro basically was like, well,
how much was it?
He wanted like 2,000 for it.
Oh no.
The motherfucker had the dual takes, and it had the legit the handle, the wand with the trigger for it, and that shit can shoot across the street.
Vietnam shit.
Yeah, like some legit Terminator, future Terminator shit. And I'm like, man, I don't even know what we'll do with it. He was like, but isn't it better to have than to not know? I'm like, Ghost, we're not buying a fucking flamethrower, bro.
Nah, we ain't talking about no regular pistol, dog.
Right, he gonna be the first motherfucker outside telling me, don't make me light y'all up. I'm like, bro. I'm like, yeah, that's
really mean that shit, literally.
1,000%, like legit light motherfuckers up for real, bro. It's the craziest shit ever.
That's funny. That's funny as hell.
We got Cassidy saying that he's taking credit for Lil Wayne improving his rapping skills over the years. Do you believe that?
Improving Wayne's rapping skills over the years?
Yeah.
He was talking about that 6. Remember they had the 6 minutes, of Death record, him and Wayne and Fab and shit.
Yeah.
He's saying because he came in with bars, he made other motherfuckers step they shit up, like Wayne.
The style, the punchlines. He's saying that.
What year did Cassidy even come in the game?
I love Cassidy, bro.
I do too, but he tripping.
I learned a lot of the people I look up to. The first thing they say is, lead with love. Some lead with love. I love Cassidy. I think Cassidy is like one of the most amazing rappers of his era. But if you can't improve your own shit, how are you improving someone else's? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Explain to me how that works. Broden had the same cadence for 20 years. How do you improve somebody else's shit? Like, how do you crack the code for somebody else, but you can't crack the code for yourself? I don't get that. Yeah, nah.
That I think AAB rhyme scheme.
Bro, but what year did he come in the game?
Man.
I want to say like 2001.
I want to say, yeah. I think it was about 2001.
Was it that early? Damn.
I can tell you.
Oh, actually, his first album came out 2004.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was a little too early.
Yeah. Well, right now, Split Personality 2004.
Yep, that's when it's first out.
Yeah. Okay, so Wayne dropped Carter, but Wayne dropped Carter 2, what, just a year later?
Yeah.
Okay, but which means the first Carter came out around that same time, right? 04, like late 03, maybe 04, some shit. Carter 1 Wayne was already showing us what he was about to do.
Yeah.
So how the fuck did you? So how the fuck did you make this man step his bars up, bro? Now, if Wayne would have dropped 500 Degrees and then Cassidy dropped and then Wayne dropped after, then maybe I'd have been like, you know what? Maybe Wayne heard that shit. It was like, oh, I got to step my game up.
Cassidy's full of shit.
Because 500 Degrees and Carter 1 is a complete 180.
I feel like Cassidy is so synonymous with the word bars that anybody who has bars, he feels like because
that's true.
He has bars, that's what that is. And I'm like, based off that argument, in theory, yeah.
But he's not even the first punchline rapper.
Not even close. Not even nowhere near.
But who do they call the punchline king?
Thanks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't even get the title. So how the fuck is you gonna say you got somebody else to step their shit up?
I don't know. I think he's trying to take a page out of Soulja Boy's book and was like, I'm the first to. All right, cool story.
Well, but Soulja Boy don't be capping when you think about it.
Right, he don't. But it's funny as fuck.
That's the wild part about it.
Right, every time he said that shit, I go and I look it up and I'm like, damn, he really was. He was the first with the iPhone. Like it's like legit. And I'm like, what?
YouTube ringtones.
Yeah, he was the first.
Yeah, like, damn.
It sounds wild until you do the research.
That's why I was like, yeah, because it sounds wild. It's not even that. It sounds wild. It's just the fact that he wild. He wild as hell as a person. Like
he is.
That's what it was. Because if he was like a little bit more sane, then we'd be like, yeah, legend of the game, blah blah blah. It's like when you crazy, you don't want to. It's hard to give people they props. Like prime example, people look at Orlando Brown like he's fucking retarded, but Orlando Brown is talented as hell. He is. But he's
talented as fuck. He can sing and everything.
Psycho. Yeah, but
he can sing and all.
Sing, act, rap.
Yeah, his rap ain't bad either.
No, bro, I heard a couple of things. I was like, wait a minute, okay. He was taking his medication today. Okay, I see what's up.
The shit that they do outside of music that makes you,
know what I'm saying?
Serious.
Yeah. But that's the point. That's my point of saying networking is better than what you're good at because you got people that do amazing things, but because of how they perceive, they'll never get that acclaim they deserve. It's unfortunate, but it's a reality.
The fact that you said that goes back to the conversation we was having when bro first got on with this whole Isaiah Thomas shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because he sound like such a hater. He don't get the acknowledgement, bro. But bro sound like a big ass hater. And I hate to say it because he's from Chicago, man.
What's so crazy is like you'll see the videos of them putting Jordan. Putting Jordan together, and Jordan would be like, "Oh, I love Isaiah Thomas. He was great." And you switch to Isaiah, Jordan was a dick. I'm like, "Oh yeah, bro, come on, man, come on, dog. You making us look bad, man. Shit."
Yeah, I kind of understand it to a certain extent. It was like an interview I seen, and I did not know this, but apparently, when Jordan came to the city, he pretty much looked out for him.
Yeah,
like his family took him in and all kind of shit.
Yeah,
so it was kind of like they was friends at first, and then out of nowhere, they just became enemies. But it's like, fam, when Jordan was playing, I used to beat the shit out of him. You'll be my enemy too.
Well, to be honest,
I know you personally, and you whooping my ass like this on the court.
I mean, but how many homies go to play? How many homies go to hoop, and then before the game is over, you about to fight? And then by the time,
it's gonna be a couple of fights.
The same brother, you about to swing on, y'all going to get something to eat afterwards, and he driving you to the crib. Like
that's a fact.
It's just heated. But I think what happened to a lot of dudes, because I saw Scotty energy like that too. And I'm like, bro.
And his shit flip-flop out of nowhere.
Right. Like one minute he hate Jordan, the next minute, that's my brother and I'll do anything for him. I'm like, what? Just accept the fact that y'all salty. Because y'all feel like y'all put up the same numbers that this man put up, but y'all don't get what he get. And everything ain't for everybody.
It's cool now. Jordan laughing because his son fucking his ex-wife now. It's over with.
Engaged. Shit. That's fucking crazy.
Marcus is smacking. What's her name? Larsa?
Yeah.
He's smacking that now, boy. Marcus is
she foul for that though.
Nah, she definitely is.
She 1000% foul for that.
She's foul for that, but Marcus got thumbs up for me.
You get that black card, man.
Yeah, that's how it. That's how it happens. Album coming soon. It gets real. I hope Pittman don't never be on. He better not never get on the damn track.
You want to introduce the first joint of the night?
Yeah, sure.
We got you.
Okay. Which one? Thank you, right?
Yeah.
Yep. This is
any backstory behind this, or?
Yeah. Thank you was that was the last song that I did for the project. I was done. I was happy. Everything was mixed. I'm about to upload it for platforming. And my homie DJ Ghost go, I got one for you. I'm like, don't do that. The project done. Don't fuck with me. Don't do that. He was like, no, just let me play the beat. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I'm finna leave. He starts playing the beat. I turn around, sit down. I'm like, fuck. All right. And I just let it be. It was done by the producer Epic the Don out in Cali, dope as hell. Been working with him for years. And my brother RF Keys is featured on it too. He also engineered everything, and I drove him crazy, and he still gave me a dope ass verse, so I appreciate him for that. But yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Let's get into it. Ali the Villain, Thank You, featuring RF Keys.
Yes,
Jay's music on it.
I feel like these niggas addressing me wrong, right? Never asked for a hand, gave a finger, then got it alone, right? Just a $5 bill in the past, it was me, Duke the Bros, right? 1,000 keys saw the vision and figured we take on the globe. Word to Goshy, we take on the globe. It's bad news with my name all up in the phone, right? Go from all the talking to texting like please bring her home, right? Shout out to the dragon, these flames I made on my own, right? Everything gets the grain, if I do it, I'm scorching the road. 7-2-10 with the flow, I got memories, enemies entering, asking for everything. I don't want anything, just all my family and bros. Penalties, bringing up penalties, balls on my court, niggas guilty for trying to go rogue. Lack of ambition for trying to recoup on the mission, these bitches too scared to go on. Now everything, but can't even speak about leaking. When guilty, you evil, it shows. I wanna thank all the niggas who had it, but never would give it, I swear you the man. I wanna thank all the bitches who want all the riches, but never would stick to the plan. I wanna thank all the rappers who knew they were better, but never would lend out a hand. I love you, this toast is for you, this toast is so true, I promise it's never again. I wanna thank all the niggas who had it, but never would give it, I swear you the man. I wanna thank all these bitches who want all the riches, but never would stick to the plan. I wanna thank all these rappers who knew they were better, but never would lend out a hand. I love you, this toast is for you, this toast is so true, I promise it's never again. Fuck being simple G, bitches crush me to ruin my decency. Only love they got for you is misery, and it's only cause that shit love company. I don't want company, what do you want from me? I gave love, they return it with the receipt. Swear it won't be the last thing you get from me, but it will be the last thing you get for free. I got problems and more ways to solve them than switch out revolvers and calling the partners and stumping your man. Trying to double my riches and buy out his business, put him back on weekends again. The benefits of this is leaking again. I'm back in better bitches peeping again. How many hope you hate, he never will win. No hard feelings, bro, I know what it is. Yeah, you don't really have it now, boy. So instead of grinding, niggas try and blow you from the ones trying to blow. Act like you got it to the ones, gotta take aim and now it's no go. The nigga had the stairs, escalade, ladder climbing and he still wouldn't grow. You had a shot, the nigga, now it's no more. I wanna thank all the niggas who had it but never would give it, I swear you the man. I wanna thank all the bitches who want all the riches but never would stick to the plan. I wanna thank all the rappers who knew they were better but never would lend out a hand. I love you, this toast is for you, this toast is so true, I promise it's never again. I wanna thank all the niggas who had it but never would give it, I swear you the man. I wanna thank all these bitches who want all the riches but never will stick to the plan. I wanna thank all these rappers who knew they were better but never would lend out a hand. I love you, this toast is for you, this toast is so true, I promise it's never again.
Congratulations for finally waking me up. Lighting the fuse on both ends of the stick, boxing me into the middle and having to put up my gloves. I was content just to jab and get out. Fuck all that brawling, man, that shit is wild. You chose to speak before walking a mile in my shoes, now I'm focused on putting you down. Stand in this ring you created with me, spit all that cross shit that you talk to my face. I can come back and put you in the place. To speak with respect, referring to keys. Blue in the head, call that man the beast. Marvelous pen on every release. Powerful punches straight to the teeth. AOKD, I'm tired of these niggas addressing me wrong. Right? Like I asked for their hand to get it, I made it alone. Right? Just the same floating 20 on cash out for me and the bros. Right? Cats and robbing the getaway car to make sure that we roll. So you know we gon' roll. Yo.
I wanna thank all the niggas who had it but never would give it. I swear he the man. I wanna thank all the bitches who want all the riches but never would stick to the plan. I wanna thank all the rappers who knew they were better but never would lend out a hand. I love you, this toast is for you, this toast is so true. I promise it's never again. I wanna thank all the niggas who had it but never would give it. I swear he the man. I wanna thank all these bitches who want all the riches but never would stick to the plan. I wanna thank all these rappers who knew they were better but never would lend out a hand. I love you, this toast is for you, this toast is so true. I promise it's never again.
Once again, it's Jay's Music Corner. That was Ali the Villain. Thank you, featuring RF Keys. What did you think of that one, Vance?
Yo, no, that shit was fire, son.
Nah, that
Much
was hard.
appreciation.
That shit was fire. I did not expect you to come on the way that you just did. I fuck with the flow for real, for real. Nah, that shit was hot.
Schemes, crazy.
As you was rap with, me and Jay was having this conversation because he said sometimes like I'll be zoned out while we doing this, but I be looking up people's socials and shit. So while the song was playing, I'm pulling up the album.
yeah.
Because
I already followed you back. I already followed you back.
When I hop in a whip, I'm definitely throwing that shit on. So
appreciate it, bro.
Nah, that shit was hot. I fucks with it.
Yeah, that beat is cold. It's like some victory.
Nah, that beat is. I would have came back and sat down too.
I was like, God damn. I'm like,
I'd have been like, yeah, you know what? I can get one more song in.
Yeah, no, my homie he was pissed off because he was like, are you ready to go? Like, are you ready to go? He was like, I'm gonna warm the cob. 5 minutes later, I ain't come out. 10 minutes later, he's like, all right, what the fuck, man? He come back in. I'm like, I'm just writing the hook. I'm just gonna write the hook. I do the verses later. I'm just gonna write the hook.
Cassidy help you do that?
Say what?
Did Cassidy help you do that?
Oh yeah, no, man. Nothing would have been done without Cassidy, bro. I had to send over to the boss general, get the stamp from him.
Oh man,
rolling.
That's crazy.
We got Jim Jones saying that Pusha T is in a top 50 MC. Do you guys agree with that?
Not completely. He's not a top 50 MC.
His reasoning was because nobody wanted to be like Pusha T. He's saying there's 50 other rappers that didn't dress like Pusha. Like
that's a lie.
Well,
that's a lie.
Okay.
Because the clips popularized bait.
Yeah.
So who the fuck was not wearing bait?
Like Wayne wore bait because
he took way off with that shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
Come on, man. Let's not do this.
I'll ask
who's the first one on record to go ugh before Wayne did it?
Facts. I go further to say, okay,
come on, dog.
Who wanted to be like Jim Jones? And then I have answers for that. I mean, that question could be asked to him. And
I did wear the skull and bones and them weird ass belts.
But everybody did rock. Everybody rocked the little Ed Hardy for a minute. I had some change. I had some thermals. Yeah. But yeah, the thermal shit was hot too.
I've been wearing thermals since I was in fucking 5th grade. Jim Jones went out here wearing that shit. Oh, fuck. Bro, I'm from Chicago, bro. We been wearing that shit.
No, we had to wear that shit in the winter. It was toast. It was a wrap for you.
Exactly. I feel like that shit was under my school shirt. Stop playing.
My thing is, I feel like facts. I feel like if Jim ain't gonna respond, cause see, Push will respond in the booth. Yeah. When you say something about a rapper who's not afraid to say what he wants, he gonna respond in the booth. If you're not gonna respond back and have something to challenge him with, then you just talking to be talking. And I think he knew that was gonna be a line. He knew that was gonna garner some attention.
He was kind of praising Drake too, so maybe it has something to do with that.
I can see that now, yeah.
Maybe he's doing that to try to get a feature. I don't know.
I mean, we know a lot of guys be cooler behind the scenes than we know. So when you hear certain people mention certain people, you be like, I ain't never seen him with him. And then low key, they shared an apartment back in 2002.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, I mean, if he's siding with Drake and praising Drake, then he would be mad at one of the only guys that actually cut him and actually got him and got away with it. Because everybody else,
Before Dawn is like my favorite album. I won't lie.
But even if you was on Drake's side to say that, you could have said anything else like, he's close, but I wouldn't put him in my top 50. Like I got 50 more, but the reasons you gave just didn't make sense.
You seen the video? Or
yeah, he was going too hard. And it's like, bro, that's like some secret animosity shit going on or something.
Yeah, people be choosing sides, man. They pick a wild time to choose because I'm like, when all that shit was happening, I ain't see Jim on Drake. I ain't see Jim on Drake's side doing that point move.
Not one word when Push was smoking his ass.
Oh yeah, they was like, stop it, stop it,
smoking his ass.
Leave him alone. Stop picking on him.
Push, man, them niggas ain't want them problems. Not lyrically, you do not want them problems.
And they still don't want them problems. Like Push, like when the whole Drake thing went down, Push was talking about it. I think it was on Bud's podcast. How they was out there doing research, trying to get information on them, and they was trying to pay people $5,000. It's like, man,
I seen that shit.
You can't find nothing on me. Ain't no skeletons in my closet. Meanwhile, Drake got a graveyard, and it's like, you know, don't.
But how you out there looking for information, knowing you got a closet full of skeletons? Like, what the fuck is you on?
Some shit.
Like,
some shit for real.
You
some shit.
I got a question since we on this whole Drake and Pusha shit though. Do y'all really truly believe what Push said when he said that Kanye didn't give him the information, but some chick gave it to him?
Yeah.
About him having a kid?
Yeah.
I could believe that.
I can believe that.
I was little 50-50 on it because it's like, what if he taking up for Ye because he know him and Drake still cool?
I think Kanye Push would do that. Could do that. I think it's possible.
Push is the guy to do that. Push is not. He's not. He like based off how he speak and how he act.
Yeah,
he's not the person.
He be talking foul about Ye too sometimes.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
On, OG used to call it faking the funk. He ain't finna fake the funk like that. Like for real. Like,
I mean, I believed him, but a little bit of piece of it was kind of like, damn, he could be telling the truth, but what if he's just covering for Ye?
Well, see, no, my thing is, I think the fact of him having that information and the way he got it only made the cut hurt because he's like, bro, you got it because your closest man's was talking with some random bitch, and
that's fucked up.
And that makes you look at your that make you look at your whole crew like, and he can't drop him because that's his homie. He can't cut him off. He can't.
Nah, you can't cut 40 off.
No,
you can't do that.
40 is the only motherfucker in Drake's camp that you can legitimately say, without him, there would be no Drake. Without 40, Drake would not be the man he is today. That's 100%.
They've been rocking too long.
Yeah, so he just had to take that L. He just had to hold that.
That shit is crazy. I wonder what that conversation is like though. Drake, I mean, he still got to say something to him, like, bro.
Low key, they probably never discussed it. They probably never.
I can't do that. I can't do that. We got to have a discussion about this shit. Yeah. Like, it ain't got to turn physical, but it's just like, damn, bro. Hey, like a simple, just a little. Hey, man, watch who you talking to, dog.
Nah,
don't feel talk about my personal life, man.
Literally, it would be a one-sided conversation. 40 should have called that man and be like, I fucked up. My bad, bro. And if
he probably did.
Yeah, and Drake probably hit him with the, all right, man.
Yeah, Drake nice.
He probably say nothing for a couple of weeks. He probably took a little break from him, went around the world, did some shit, didn't show up to the studio for a little bit. And then when he got over it, he came back, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't know. I just think, man.
What's your opinion on diss records nowadays? Do you think they hold weight still?
No. Not
it depends. It depends.
I think, honestly, I feel like
would you diss somebody?
Of course, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. If I feel like it gotta be said, it gotta be said. But the thing is, I think because of my understanding, I ain't gonna say mine, I'm gonna say ours, because we understand diss records way different than they do now. Yeah. Like if I'm dissing a person, I'm down for whatever comes with all of that, because I know all of that is gonna be let's keep it in the booth. Ain't no such thing as keep it in the booth. If I see you at the line at the restaurant, I'm gonna punch you in the face because I know what it is. And I'm gonna get your man's because he with you, because he can't be trusted either. I know what that means.
Yeah.
Like, if they're not gonna go to that extent, and I'm not saying I want everybody to go to that extent, then don't go to that extent. If it's a battle, like it is strictly on wax, it's just on music, then it shouldn't be a diss, it should be a challenge. I think I rap better than you, so I'm challenging. Like when Joyner and
Tory Lanez
and Tory, they made
that shit like fire.
You know what I'm saying? They made that look, and no side was it was good. And then at the end they
fire.
did a record together.
I'm
like, okay,
I'm your motherfucking cosign.
Like that shit was hard. I feel like that's dope. I feel like if you're gonna do it any other way, or if you're gonna throw rocks and hide your hand, no, just don't even say that shit. Say it to your circle and let it be an inside joke and y'all be cool. But don't.
Yeah, because these days, man, diss records, bro, that shit definitely getting your ass killed. Especially in the city where we from. Like that shit getting
that's what I'm
out of
there. Don't play with that shit. We grew up in a different understanding. All of that shit wasn't art imitating life at the point for us. It was legitimately life being seen as we see it.
Yeah.
Now it's a plan, motherfucker. It's a promo package deal. I'm gonna dish you, and then you drop your record, and then I'm gonna sample your record and dish you, and I'm gonna drop my single. And I ain't mad at that, because the industry.
So you think behind the scenes they really do set this up like WWE?
I do.
Hell yeah. I think. And look, I watch wrestling. I'm a fan of wrestling. So I know a promo when I see one.
I haven't watched it in years, man. Once The Rock stopped coming on and Stone Cold disappeared,
a lot of my homies work.
Yeah, Stone Cold was the
funny
last
as hell. My homies worked there. My homies work for WWE. Some of them graduated from Full Sail because they do stuff with our college now. So they was like, "Bro, I'm doing the pyro this week. Just watch it." So I watched it to see him blow up the pyro and shit, and I was like, "Yeah, they still doing this shit." I'm like, oh wait, this kind of. And then I'm back watching it. I've back watching it ever since then. But
that's what's up.
But all that shit, politics, all that shit ain't nothing but just WWE.
That's why I couldn't beef though, because my thing is this is, and me and my cousin talk about this shit all the time. Every time somebody start beefing, he end up messaging me or I message him. But my thing is this: we all famous.
True.
We all in this industry.
True.
We know some of the same people. Whatever your issue is with me, you can reach out to me. Why the first time me hearing about you having a problem with me is on wax. And you talking greasy. And you talking greasy. Like, bro, you could call me. And then if we don't know each other, what is your problem with me? We don't even know each other.
Don't even be personal.
So beef with me is gonna get personal because if we know each other, you could have just called me. If we don't know each other, how we beefing? We don't know each other. So now, like you said, when I see you, I'm snuffing your ass, bro. It is what it is.
Because I know what it is. I know what it is. Like at least I know what it's supposed to be.
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna call first. I'm gonna reach out to that person first and be like, "Yo, what's the problem?" And if we don't get nowhere, that's cool. Don't even worry about it. I know what it is when we see each other.
I don't even know if I'm gonna call because
I'll call first. I'm not even gonna lie. I will call first, and once I feel like you getting heated, I'm just gonna politely hang up. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna hang the phone up.
They'll also fake the funk and then tell you it's cool, and then run around still doing the same shit.
They definitely do that. So it's like at this point, what's the point of even calling? If you couldn't call me first, then I know what it is. You'll see my response when you see my response. You'll see my response when you see me.
I don't even got no response. Yeah, as soon as you see me, that's the response.
That's the response, legit.
I ain't even coming back with no record.
Oh, how you feel about it? That's how I feel about it. now, what's your response?
I play it off in the interviews, though. What you think about such saying this? Oh, I ain't even hear it yet.
Friend.
Yeah. I ain't even hear it.
That's like,
how y'all feel about Tory Lanez versus the world? Or Troy Ave, my bad.
Oh, man.
Hey, man. Hey, like I told you before, bro. He for me, I feel like he had to do that. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
He had to do that. He had to do that. If he didn't do it, he was gonna go to jail for a body that he didn't even do. And that's his man's.
Yeah. Yeah.
He dissing everybody.
And that's his man's. Because the thing was, they was trying to say, since he the one that started it and it was his fault, they was trying to put the body on him.
Yeah.
That's different than you going out there committing a crime, somebody get caught and you snitch on them. That's not the same shit. Y'all got a problem with this dude. The dude killed your buddy, shoot you. You get into a fight, you get the gun, you start shooting back. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to jail for a body, especially not somebody that's cool, that I'm cool with.
Yeah. I just now learned that if they catch somebody in a murder investigation and that's the only person that they have, they can bring them up on additional murder charges.
Yeah.
For people that get killed on your side as well on the other side. And I didn't know that was a thing.
Bro, if us three go on a fucking crime spree and one of us die and then the other two get caught, we getting charged with that body.
Yep.
Damn.
So it's like, you're like, oh man, I was just that. Well, you the only one we got. So
30
years, and 30 years.
Everything.
You out of there. So Troy Ave really had no choice but to go do what he did. Otherwise, the shit would have fell on him. Yeah. So you mean to tell me you gonna kill my mans? I'm not gonna go to court and testify against you, and then I gotta take this body, and then you out there talking tough about how you killed him?
I didn't understand where Mano was coming from with the old stealing the chain shit, though.
Oh man, Mano is corny, and the only reason he get away with it because he's a real life tough guy. I will give him that. So people scared to say something, but that nigga is corny.
I ain't gonna snap. When you see a nigga slap one for us for about 5 years straight, you kind of just realize that maybe you shouldn't interact with him unless you agree with him.
Bruh. Bro, look, listen to me, bro. Yeah, me saying that nigga is corny, I know we on a low scale, but if he somehow see this and it's gonna be a problem, and I know he's smacking niggas, you think I'm gonna be anywhere near this nigga and I ain't got nothing on me? Because you ain't just smacking me.
I ain't gonna stunt you.
Bro, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not a kid. You're not just smacking me,
I don't even care if I lose. Ass whooping ain't bothering me. So if anything, it builds character.
Yeah, so I ain't worried about ass whooping either. If I lose, I lose. But you ain't just smacking me.
Nah, I see him. I'm praying I see him first because I'm definitely surprise attack.
Bro, he's gonna meet.
Man, about what? He about what? 6'2"?
I didn't know he was that tall.
240.
Yeah, he's solid.
I didn't know he was that tall either.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, you ain't at 7 pounds of pressure, put any man down.
Yeah.
So at this point,
He gonna meet the real king of Brooklyn. He keep fucking around. He gonna meet the real king of Brooklyn.
I don't want. Hey, like no, my favorite line to this day is still from 50 when bro say, "I don't want no problem, but if it's a problem, no problem." I love that. I live that. It says everything. I'm like, that's the smoothest shit ever. But that's how you got to treat it.
Yeah, I don't want no problem, but if it's a problem, then
yeah, no problem. But that's why Mano and a lot of dudes like Mano and Jim, a lot of dudes, they real dudes, but they know primarily like a big percentage of the industry is like all for show. So a lot of these dudes, you catch them in public, you approach them, that response is not going to be what it was on whatever show they was, whatever morning show or whatever video. That approach is going to be, no, bro, I wasn't even trying to. Too late for that. It's time now. It's time for it to happen. It's gonna happen to you. You know, and it's like them knowing that. Yeah, them knowing that they quicker to hop up and then do shit. And then when they come across somebody that's really about that shit, the conversation's different.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Y'all want to get into this record?
So
he dropped another one.
Yeah, he's going on a spree. He got like 8 diss records. It came out like
Troy.
Yeah, we gonna get into the first one.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Troy,
I'm ready.
It's Jay's Music Corner, King Vance, and we got special guest Ali the Villain.
Yes,
we gonna get into this Troy Ave Frontline, Mano, and Taxstone diss. Let's go.
Oh man.
It's a lot of niggas mad, but I don't feel sympathetic. Cause this money coming easy and I'm ruthless like Eric. Praying on my downfall, asking the Lord for a favor. Get the fuck up off your knees, he don't listen to haters. Mute, but my jury loud, I'm cute. That's what the hoes say when I roll away in a brand new coupe. On the road, the riches roll with triggers in my boots. Every time I pull, I gotta throw away, you know I shoot. Bang, R.I.P. the bang. I'm covered with his wings. I hear him screaming, boom, boom, boom. You know they jack my slang. Dick and drugs, bricks from mud. My come up was dirty. Breaking down 36 on the digi early. Helmet scale back, I've been the hell back. I took L sending for birds and they ain't get mail back. I had to call a Panama like where the fuck the mail at? Took it on the chin like Jayla when I pull her hair back. I had thoughts deeper in her throat, trying to stay afloat. I need fish like I'm in a boat, not the ones that float. My nigga G feeling every quote. He was dealing coke, he would call me even in the drought. I would deal him hope, whiter than Bob. Availability is my job. I'm getting money, nigga. I don't get with stories that solve. I'm driving Benzes, nigga. I won't get the fuck out of Dodge. I challenge y'all to show me different. I get the fuck out of Dodge. It's time to celebrate. Dead hater, I won. It's time to elevate. Dead hater, I won. It's all my real ones that been round with me and round for me. This all album, you hear?
Once again, it's Jay's Music Corner. That was Troy Ave Frontline. I didn't really catch all the disses. What did you guys think of that?
I ain't catching no real disses either, but
I mean a little slash shit, but nothing too like, you know what I'm saying? I don't
caught a Casanova diss in there.
Yeah. I don't think it was like I think the record was a regular record, but I felt like he would garner some tension if he went, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Clickbait.
That's what I got. Yeah, not necessarily clickbait, but just
it wasn't what he said it was.
Yeah, exactly.
And the song was decent. I mean, he was doing his thing. I heard little jabs about the ad libs and shit. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I caught that.
I caught that because a lot of our artists from Chicago do that.
Yeah.
They do that.
I mean, to be honest, he could have flipped that and said, he could have easily said, that's a Griselda diss. Easy. And it could have worked.
West Side, yeah.
I didn't even think about that one. Yeah.
Because as I heard it, I was like, yeah, he could have put anybody's name in it, but I felt like it's obvious we know why he went after Tax. Tax can't defend himself. And Mano wasn't too smart, but I think because Mano on some peace shit right now, he peaceful for the most part. He might not get slapped. He might be all right. You know?
Hey man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think Troy Ave is gonna let him get close enough to do something like that.
Facts.
It would be wise to not. It'd be wise to.
I'm coming off the hip. Fuck all that.
I mean, you do what you can.
Exactly.
Facts. You do what you can, and then sometimes you walk around the corner and the motherfucker just standing there, and it's bad.
New York is small too.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's a risk. I mean, Chicago, we all over the place, but we here at the same time because it's like you can be for the motherfucker and never legitimately see that person. Y'all can stay in the same neighborhood.
I met Troy Ave just walking around one time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but it's like it's always when you least expect it. Troy gonna be doing something dope. He gonna have a girl with him. He gonna be, best day of his life, and he gonna accidentally bump into Mano at the fucking chicken spot or something stupid.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Sure he moved different too because he got shot up that one time.
Oh yeah, he definitely
That reminded me of Jody Breeze when he had that song when he rapped over the Uptown beat from the Drake record, and he told Jeezy, like, remember I caught you in Keisha Cole. It's always when you out doing something you least suspected, and you boom, there you go.
Some of you out here trying to enjoy your life, like you ain't just threatening to put niggas in the dirt. Like why do they do that?
Like,
yeah,
I mean, low key, look at what happened with Duck. My man downtown shopping, and look how they got him.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I hate to say it, and I met Duck, and I got a couple homies that are homies with him. His fatal flaw in that was not taking care of his weapon because he had the time to respond, he had the time to react, but the weapon wasn't ready. It jammed on him, and the only reason why weapons jam is because you don't clean them, you don't do the maintenance, you don't do what's necessary. And I tell dudes all the time, if you're gonna live that life and have that type of thought process, you should legitimately be prepared for whatever go on. If it's wartime, you should be a soldier for real.
That's a fact. That shit hurt my heart, dog.
Oh, my homie.
That shit hurt my heart. I ain't never even met the nigga, and that shit hurt my heart.
My homie met him and knew him. When he called me crying. It threw me for a loop. I thought something happened to his mom. I was like, bro, mom's all right. He said, bro, they got Duck. I'm like, damn, are you for real? It sounded weird to say.
Yeah, when I first seen it, somebody in the comment was like, nah, he's shooting a music video. Y'all tripping. So I'm like, oh, all right, fuck it.
They thought it was phony?
Yeah, somebody thought it was phony. So I'm like, all right, bet, cool. I wasn't worrying about it. But then I started seeing shit popping up. Boom, boom, boom. Then the headlines. Boom, I'm damn.
So you know,
damn, that cried, dog.
No, we go to that's how it was for me with Nipsey, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I cried.
I cried for mad long.
Dog, we was in the studio and my homie say, yo, he came in. I'm in the set, kick the door in. Nipsey got shot. I'm like, fuck out of there, for real? Man, I felt it in my gut. They was like, we don't know if he gone. I felt it in my gut. I'm like, nah, bro, gone, man. Fuck. I told the client
he would have been paralyzed.
Yeah,
he definitely would have been paralyzed.
I told the client, like, yo, the client was like, and he was a bigger Nipsey fan than I was. He was like, bro, can we just do this later?
Nip was like, that hope, man.
And bro just stopped and we went home. And it fucked me up for a while. I couldn't even listen to him because I couldn't. It didn't process. I was like that for Chester Pennington from Linkin Park too, because that was sad as shit. Yeah, that was heartbreaking for me.
Damn.
Yeah, I grew up with the Rockers, man. So we was listening to everything.
Yeah,
and Linkin Park was a big part of that.
Yeah, I know the group, but I don't know the members like that.
Oh, he was the lead singer.
Yeah, Chester. I mean, some good news on the Duck situation. They just caught a six gang member and charged him with murder for that. So maybe his family will get some justice.
And it's crazy because I'm legit a fan of all sides going on in the city. Because I talked to a few of them online, like legit talk to them, like especially like Tay 600 and shit. Like I be talking to a lot of them, and I tell them all the same thing. Like, bro, can y'all imagine what the city would have been like if y'all could have squashed the shit before everybody popped?
Mm-hmm.
We could have took over the game like Atlanta did, bro. Chicago would have been on top.
Yeah, did influence like a whole generation on music.
Yeah, we really just won. We won a big peace treaty away from taking over.
Unfortunately, I don't see it happening though.
Me neither, but that's all it takes. Legit. If everybody could just come together and vibe, it'll work.
You could, but I mean, we talking about somebody like Duck fell. I don't see nobody from that side wanting to piece nothing up.
Nope. Me neither.
That he was just too big of a person, and he was so close to getting there. I don't see the peace treaty coming from that side. Maybe I hate to say it this way because everybody matters, but if it was like a lesser known person, then maybe.
Yeah.
But we talking about.
I think the next generation gonna have to do it.
Yeah, it would have to be people that's not so close to the situation.
Yeah.
Like we from the same neighborhood, but we don't know him. We from this neighborhood, but we don't know them. So we can just kind of go ahead and squash it. It's over.
To be honest, I'm not gonna see that. I'm not gonna see that happen for maybe another 5 or 10 years.
That's a long time, bro.
It is.
That's a lot of bodies that can still fall between that time.
And that's the part that breaks my heart the most, because it's like we're gonna still lose a lot of people in between time. When we finally do get peace, it'll be beautiful. But in between time,
it's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, it is. But that's what they said. I always get ugly before it get better. So it's kind of like it's the natural order of things.
Yeah. Man,
as far as the city is concerned, say you guys did come together. I'm not too familiar with Chicago. Do you guys have the infrastructure to like run the industry? Because I know you guys are a major city. You guys have the radio stations and everything, right?
I think we definitely could, because the amount of connections and everything that everybody works with. Because you got to look at it like this: you got one half of the city that's vibing with the industry and they connected another way. You got another half that's doing the same thing. If you take those entities and put them together, then you have a full army of connections. We couldn't even get a deal, a label here to be consistent with us in the Midwest.
That's area. What we need, a label in the city.
Yeah, but we're not gonna get that until everybody stops shooting at them fucking about it.
Because at that point you're gonna make the label pick and choose like the industry doing. The industry chose we already know who they chose, which is why the other side can't get in.
Pretty much.
Oh, dirt.
So if we bring a label in, they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna choose that side, and
they're gonna go with the
it's
money.
Gonna shut everything else down.
Yeah, they're gonna go with the money. Whatever's making it, and that's the thing. A lot of guys don't understand it. It's like, look, and for guys that aren't business savvy, they don't understand that this is legitimately business. Like, I'm siding with him because he's bringing in the income, he has the people, he has the infrastructure. So making this deal work with him is good for business. Right. If you want that same equal connection, you got to bring that same level of business. It's not a beef thing. So, a label ain't finna, like, imagine an exec walking out and he coming down to his car and a bunch of us like bum rushing to his car with their his car. You riding with him, and they're like, "What the fuck you mean riding?" He don't even get what's going on. All he knows is a bunch of people just jumped in and beat him up. The label gonna pack up and get the fuck out of here. Not nobody get no opportunity. So it's like we got to develop our business deals more. Like, that's why I always tell people. That's why I appreciated Nipsey, because Nipsey went and he didn't care what side you was on. He didn't care what set you claim. If you could do business, he could do business with you. He was ready to do it. And because of that, we got a lot of people in the industry out west doing things and working in ways that probably never would have happened. You know what I'm saying? And I would love for us to replicate that here, but I don't know what it's gonna take. It's a lot of old beefs and old situations that need to get handled. There's a lot of stuff that never got a conclusion, that got to be handled first. And that's probably what these next couple of years is gonna be about. Like, everything's gotta be tied up. All the T's gotta be crossed.
That's right. But I remember seeing interviews with even Bo Deal was saying that, he talked to some of the, the younger guys, and a lot of them saying, man, we don't even want to be beefing.
Yeah.
But nobody want to wave the white flag first.
Yeah.
Nobody want to look weak.
Yeah, that's what it is. Nobody want to be the first to say, all right, bro, we quit. Yeah. But everybody wants to quit.
Yeah. You need somebody you gotta have somebody that's strong enough. And that's kind of what Bo was trying to do, I feel. He was trying to have build enough power to the point where he can be, look, I don't pledge no allegiance to either side. I'm the key. Y'all want to get in, y'all gotta come through me. But if y'all don't come through me, y'all gotta come together. And that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take either that, or everybody that's beefing with everybody gonna have to X everybody out first. And then to the point where it's like, okay, nobody from that prior era is here. So now it's just history. But like he said, that's a lot of people that we lose in between that we don't need to lose.
That's like trying to change the government, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Because there's still a lot of them hanging around. They don't say much, on the music side, but it's a lot of them still hanging around.
Of course. They're playing at the back.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, man, I don't know. And I try to do what I can, man. I show love to all of them. You know what I mean? I'll post this person music, I'll post that person music, and I'll conversate with this person and that person. And I'll just be like, bro, I don't know. I'm only one man. And my voice ain't as big as Bo Deal. So he put in a whole lot more work and got a whole lot more respect in the city than I do.
And to be honest, I think if we get I think the fans got to call for it too.
That's true. Yep.
If the fans call for it, then it's really like, okay, like imagine if the fans, because like I tell people all the time, for it to be so many masses of people and groups of people to follow 1, 2, 3 people, that's dope in a way because that shows the person's power. But the people as a group, they forget their power. You know what I'm saying? It's like if they go, well, look, we tired of y'all shooting each other, we tired of everybody shooting each other. Until y'all come together, we not buying no music, we ain't putting up to no shows, we can't put money into y'all if y'all gonna keep killing each other. If the fans did that, then a sit down would happen immediately.
Yeah, because they be
broke. The fans be too invested though.
Yeah, they invested.
I be seeing some of the craziest shit online. Like, bro, you're not even from Chicago.
Oh yeah, man, you know how many people that's not from Chicago that I ain't seen GDK and all. Bro,
all
what
kind of crazy shit.
What does it even mean? What did it mean? Do you know what that means?
And then you know what? I ain't even gonna lie. That part used to kind of irritate me a little bit, but but at the end of the day, it's like, all right, whatever. They don't even know what that really means. But it's the other comments. It's the you gotta kill that. You gotta go kill that. Yeah, that's what that means. But he's like, you gotta go kill that person, or they need to slide for this person. It's like, bro, what are you talking about?
Like, what do you mean? How long have you practiced that word? Like,
what are you talking about right now, fam? Like, these are real life. These are not. It's not a fucking video game. These people cannot respawn.
Right. This ain't reality
TV. From afar.
I mean, but see, they so invested into it. It's a show to them. It's legitimately a show. And
it
is.
Like,
it's like, reality. Bro, these words have real consequences. Like, yeah, it's cool to seeing records, but like, yeah, no. Like, you wouldn't come here and repeat what you saying where you from. You wouldn't come here and do that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's why whenever people come in or homies come in that they ain't from here, they come and visit, I'll be like, look, stick to your lingo. Stick to what you know.
Facts.
You don't need to brush up on nothing. You don't need to how y'all say it?
Nah, don't even do it. Don't even touch it.
Just be who you are and you'll be fine. More brothers do well being themselves than they do trying to. Because for one, the only reason why it makes sense to us is because we grew up in it. It really don't make sense. It don't.
But we know what it means.
Right. That's we know what it means and we understand. Right. So we get it. So like, but even we know like this shit only it only applies here to an extent, and it's crazy. Right. You know, but
because a lot of out of town rappers got in trouble, saying shit, and they didn't know what the fuck they were saying.
Yeah,
and a lot of them got rolled up on.
Oh hell yeah, in a heartbeat. They picked them first.
Some of them got, some of that shit stayed behind the scenes, but some of that shit played out in front of the camera. Well, a lot of motherfuckers got pushed on.
My thing
is, so what's that shit you were saying? They was like, we didn't know that's what that meant. Yeah.
Oh, now you're gonna find out. So, yeah. I ain't know. Well, now you know. You're gonna know some more now. It's like, and the one thing I want to tell a lot of artists, especially, stop taking y'all ass to O-Block. Stop coming here going there. Don't.
I didn't even go nowhere near there when I came.
Right. Good man. I'm telling you, I'm like, dog. If it ain't safe for us and we from here, what makes you think? Yeah, like, I mean, I get it. I know it's not a tourist attraction. It's not.
It's not. They turned it into one, but it's definitely not.
They tried to. They going, we took the pictures by the Vine memorial. And you got robbed right after that, didn't you? You got shut up right after that, didn't you? Yeah, they put 2 holes in your cot, didn't they? Yeah. It's like stop doing that.
Bro, do you know how many people that's down here in Houston? And I'll say about 2 of them is some of my closest buddies. Mm-hmm. But a lot of them be like, man, I want to go back to Chicago too. I want to visit. I tell them, hey, stop. Let me tell you something right now. If I go back home and you come back with me, son, I'm not taking you nowhere that I can't control the environment.
Facts.
If you want to go visit, then you go visit.
Facts.
I'm not going nowhere.
Hell no. Because
I'm gonna tell you food spots.
Yeah, bro, exactly.
Look, we can hit the food spots, and that's cool. But I'm not taking you to no damn O-Block. We ain't riding down 63rd. I'm not taking you down 79th Street where Herb and them is from. I grew up in these neighborhoods. I walked those streets, and I made it out. I'm not going back to show you where these niggas grew up at just for us to get shot at and possibly not make it back to Houston. We're not doing that. If you want to go do that, then you go do that. But I promise you, I'm getting back home.
I tell them, wait for the documentary to come out.
It's something. Wait till they
put it on
Google Earth.
Yeah, Google
Bro,
Earth.
Every time I go back home and visit, I barely see anybody because I ain't going no damn well. If y'all can't come to me, we just won't see each other.
Man, when I was coming, I was like, man, meet me downtown at the hotel, man. Yeah.
And you can't even meet downtown no more.
At the Hard Rock.
Facts. You kind of
downtown getting it in.
Oh yeah. But they trying to change it. You can still post on the Magnificent Mile. You fine. As long as you're on the mile, you good. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You might get stopped for some weed or something. But other than that, you good. But no, I ain't. Shit, I came home and I was like, "Where you at? The crib? What you finna be on? The crib?
Shit.
I swear.
Like, bro, I'll tell you what I do want to do that I miss doing. I want to take a late night drive, and you already know what street I'm finna say.
Lakeshore.
Yes, sir. I do want to do that.
That's low key, like especially for the summertime. That's
just the thing to do.
That's tradition. That's tradition.
Yeah, tradition.
You either go out there real late or real early.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And you got it during the day.
Nah, I wouldn't do it during the day. You need that night.
Mm-hmm.
Something about that air.
That's
windows down. Got your music.
Yeah, right off the water.
Yeah, it's right off the water.
Yeah. It's beautiful, man. Like that,
yeah.
and that's what killed me. It's so many beautiful parts of Chicago, but it's like
can you speak on them? Because all I ever hear is the negative. Can you put people onto the positive parts?
Man, downtown. Even though we just saying downtown is crazy, downtown is beautiful, man. Downtown is beautiful. Lakeshore is beautiful. So suburban areas are so dope. What's so crazy is that the hood is like seeing the hood at 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's got to be 5 a.m. because that's just when the shooters and the killers go to sleep and the mothers and papas is getting up to go to work. So right then and there, when everything's just like quiet, it's actually a beautiful place. It's not.
I tell people that all the time.
You got your areas like, of course, 79th Strip is chaotic, and
the whole 79th Strip.
Yeah, from Weston to South Shore, like you see so much like. It's just a crazy thing. Like I remember when we was coming, like, cause I went to Hersh, so I was right off Cottage, 24/7.
I used to live over that way.
I used to stay off Ashland, but I was going to school over on Cottage, so I'm going back.
I used to stay on 82nd and Ingleside.
Okay, yeah, you was right down the street.
Yeah, I was right down the street.
Yeah, you probably know a few of the homies over there for sure.
I know a lot of BDs over there because my uncle from over there, so I know a lot of BDs. Yeah,
100%. I went over there, like riding down 79th is like one of the most craziest experiences you will have.
And funny.
You're going to see everything. You're going to see everything. You're going to see some shit you want to see. You definitely going to see a lot of shit you don't want to see. Yeah, man, the crackheads ain't the worst part. That's the funny
Nah, that ain't the worst part. They the funny.
They're the funny part.
They the funny part.
The scary shit about 79th is, especially putting them to the red line. Man, look.
That red line days, man.
The red line is chaotic, but once you used to it, it's harmless. Like once you become a staple, like they know who you are. Our bro be up here every day because he get ready to go to work. Yeah. Or you get cool with the niggas that sell cigarettes. Once you cool with the niggas that sell
the loose squares niggas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They be taking shifts and shit. It's wild. But it's crazy. Like I said, it's crazy, but it's soothing at the same time. Like it's wild. I know it's wild, but it's like when you used to be in a certain areas, you used to be in certain places, like 68th and Harper. My brother, his people was right there on 6030 King Drive, right? You know what I'm saying? So he was right there by the train station, right under the train 24/7. And these places, I would tell people to Harper, don't take your ass over there. But me going over there, I'll go over there and I'll stand at the bus stop and I'll be peaceful as hell. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just weird, but it's a comfortable thing.
Comfortable? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a comfortable thing.
It is.
But like I said, like going up north, every time I go up north, it's always peaceful. It's always chill. It's always a bunch of people looking at it like crazy, but it's vibes though. It's vibes though. And then, like I said, out west scares the shit out of me. I kind of know what
yeah. Out west always scared shit. I hate visiting family over there, bro. West side always scared shit out of me.
I don't. We meet in the middle. Like, we always talking about shit. I send everybody look down.
He said we meet in the middle.
Yep. Everybody come downtown. Like, meet me downtown, man. I'm right here by the. Like, you don't want to come out? Nah, bro, because I ain't got no ride back, and I ain't nah.
Hey man, listen, I tell people I ain't going past the United Center. Fuck all that.
Big facts.
Fucking Vice Lord's right down the street. I am good.
That's big. That's big. But you know what though? Like I said, like, and it's so crazy that like the banging ain't what's so crazy right now. It's literally like neighborhood shit.
Yeah, that's what it turned into.
Yeah, at this point they don't even care what sex you are.
Nope. because everybody mixed. It's just crews now, really. It's just really a crew. You have a crew of GDs, Vice Lords, and MCs all in one gang. And you be looking like, what the fuck just happened?
I mean, that's how they used to have the fusions back in the day where you would have like La Familia, you would have Rock Boys, Omega Fly. These were fusion sets where it was like, okay, y'all GDs, but no, we 3 GDs. He a 2-6, he a MC, he a Royal. They're like a Royal, he a Royal. And
that
like,
shit started when we was in high school.
Yeah, because
I remember that shit. Niggas had Dipset and all kind of shit
going
on.
100%. And it was like because like Dipset, I can't remember all.
What was the other one? It was a few of them.
I know it was Dipset. Omega Fly was one for sure.
I just remember Dipset because it was big at CVS. It was a lot of niggas claiming Dipset at CVS high school.
It was. It was.
That's the only name that stands out, but it was a couple of
them. For me, Dipset and Omega Fly was 2. One because I was part of Omega Fly. Yeah. It was like at 4 different schools: Bogan, Simeon, Hirsch. I think we was at High Park too, and a lot of them came together. That started from all the sports homies playing and going to different schools. And everybody bonding over playing sports. So it was like okay, but then it was like at one point it was like it didn't even matter what clique you were from, because I remember going somewhere and we was in the wrong neighborhood, boy. Always in the wrong neighborhood with that one dude that be like, no, we cool over here. I'm plugged over here. And that'd be the first nigga to run. So you get off, we walking down the street, and he looked back and he just take off. No sign, no nothing.
Ain't saying a word.
I look to see what he running for. I see him coming up. And I'm getting ready to squad, and they look. And I had on a Mega Fly sweater. It was a crew neck. And we had just got them done. So it was on my back, and they, oh, you on Mega Fly? I'm like, yeah. They said, who you know? I said, Chief Freaky, that's my brother. That's my older brother. For real, yeah, that's my blood brother. He one of the guys, bro. He one of the guys, yeah. Oh, we was like, boy, we was finna get you, boy. We finna do it to your ass, boy. I was like
3 blocks up the street already.
And bro, he running for his life. and look, what's so funny is
gone already.
Yeah, bro gone. After that, they was like, you know him? I'm like, nah, I don't know him.
Nah, facts.
Oh, so next time you see him? Yeah, he saw me. Bro, you good? You all right? I just stared at him. I was like, bro, you for real?
I'd have told me, come over there. Like, we good over there, bro. You can go on ahead, go back over there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because I definitely got all the homies' numbers. Hey, dude that ran.
Yeah, he coming over there.
He on the bus with me right now. He finna get off. Hey, meet me by the McDonald's. You gonna get him.
Right after that.
Y'all crazy. Yeah,
bro, I've been ran on a lot, and I've had homies watch me get jumped, bro. Like, stood there and ain't throw no hand, not one, bro.
And then on the way back to the crib, they went, "Are you good, bro?"
Yeah, I be pissed off.
Just happened to me, bro.
I was gonna help.
No, they don't even hit you with that. They just sit there quiet.
They don't.
They ain't gonna never tell you I'm finna help, because that'll get you swung on. That's
a fact. Fuck you mean you was finna? The fuck was you waiting on? For me to die?
All right, I'm finna whoop your ass, bro. You tripping. Now that you just ride home with them and they'll be sitting there shaking their head. Hey, bro, hit my line next time you want to. All right, yeah, cool. No. And then after that, if you stupid if you come over to the crib, because after that, I'm definitely gonna do your ass in. You gonna catch these.
Filthy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, bro, set me up. People die like that out here, man.
That's a fact.
So many people that die for just going to a neighborhood that they shouldn't have went to because someone said they was good there. When really they just wanted to go back in the neighborhood and they needed someone to have their back. They finna go do some dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a couple times that it happened. I was like, man, one time we got stumped out so bad.
Damn.
Man, Joe, I think about it now. I'm like, now that I think about it, when you replay it back in your mind, you like, I knew something wasn't right.
Yeah, it's always after it happened. You be like, damn, that's where it went wrong right there.
Like hindsight 2020, when we asked bro if he was good, he paused, he thought about it, and was like, yeah. I'm like, that's the moment when everything got fucked up. Mm-hmm. It took him too long to let me know he was good or not. We should have been like, once he said he was good, we was like, all right, cool. And you feel a little shit in your stomach. That's your stomach going, y'all ain't good, bro.
Yeah. Your stomach, your gut tell you every time. You don't do
good,
this shit. Yeah. But we never listen to it.
Hell no. We just think we hungry and some shit. We don't pay attention.
Like you chuck it up to just, maybe, let me stop being a little bitch. We gonna be
right. Like you pumping yourself up for an ass whooping. That's all you doing. And then when it happened, you see like, I can't believe this happened. Your gut told you. Shit.
That's real shit.
Legit just told you to get your ass whooped.
That is real shit.
The only reason why I feel bad about it is because, like, man, we fought. But, I mean, they just had more niggas, man. More hands. It's a simple mathematics, really, when you think about it.
Man.
We were
that gunplay shit. That's whack.
Mm-hmm. Should be wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's the city, though, man.
Last
Loved
video
it.
of the night.
Oh yeah. What we got?
Don't remember.
I picked somebody from the crib. You know, I always got to show love to
yeah.
Chicago because Jay be on his New York bias shit.
And
funny
that's
as hell.
why we got each other, man.
Yeah, it's balance.
Once again, it's Jay's Music Corner special guest, Ali the Villain, and Chi-Town's very own King Vance. We got Mimo 600, Uncle Luke. Let's get into it.
Six off.
Bitches in Miami got my feet up in the beach. We fucking on the floor, bitch. We ain't fucking up my sheets. I shot this on the yacht, but best believe I got my heat. Ain't cuffing on the pop, ain't sucking dick. You gotta leave. Bitches in Miami got my feet up in the beach. We fucking on the floor, bitch. We ain't fucking up my sheets. I shot this on the yacht, but best believe I got my heat. Ain't cuffing on the pop, ain't sucking dick. You gotta leave. Fly with all my J on, bitch. I'm on a jet ski. I got all these bad bitches wanna sex me. Uncle Luke got bitches crying they ain't met me. They bragging on Lil Milvin, busting goofies at me. Boy, this shit get easy, thought they was the only ones to get greasy. I ain't never sold drugs, but I still bump young G's. Still be with them thugs, and I still bump my glizz. I was taught to never show no love, so niggas slaves. Bitches in Miami got my feet up in the beach. We fucking on the floor, bitch, we ain't fucking up my sheets. I shot this on the yacht, but best believe I got my heat. Ain't cuffing on the pop, ain't sucking dick, you gotta leave. Bitches in Miami got my feet up in the beach. We fucking on the floor, bitch, we ain't fucking up my sheets. I shot this on the yacht, but best believe I got my heat. Ain't cuffing on the pop, ain't sucking dick, you gotta leave. 30 on me, stepping, I've been stepping with my weapon. Steve drive my block, on my back is what I'm repping. 6 ain't bragging on one nigga on my block, my name is Seven. Them niggas, they couldn't take me more around, cause I'm a peasant. Man down, act the leader, walk about a leader. Niggas, they be niggas, they be real, they be eaters. I get off some drugs, I fuck my bitch and I might eat her. Mimo, you gon' hit this through the real big speed. Bitches in Miami got my feet up in the beach. We fucking on the floor, bitch, we ain't fucking up my sheets. I shot this on the yacht, but best believe I got my heat. Ain't cuffing on the pop, ain't sucking dick, you gotta leave. Bitches in Miami got my feet up in the beach. We fucking on the floor, bitch, we ain't fucking up my sheets. I shot this on the yacht, but best believe I got my heat. Ain't cuffing on the pop, ain't sucking dick, you gotta leave. We mobbing in this bitch, these niggas knowing how we bleed. You just gave me top, so no bitch, you can't hit my wig. Me, my bitch, I'm hot, bitch, I'm on fire with ZV. We get rated R, bitch, I'm been stepping who I be. Boy, this shit get easy, thought they was the only ones to get greasy. I ain't never sold drugs, but I still bump young G's. Still be with them thugs, and I still bump my glizz. I was taught to never show no love, so niggas slave. Bitches in Miami got my feet up in the beach. We fucking on the floor, bitch, we ain't fucking up my sheets. I shot this on the yacht, but best believe I got my heat. Ain't cuffing on the pop, ain't sucking dick, you gotta leave. Bitches in Miami got my feet up in the beach. We fucking on the floor, bitch, we ain't fucking up my sheets. I shot this on the yacht, but best believe I got my heat. Ain't cuffing on the pop, ain't sucking dick, you gotta leave.
Once again, it's Jay's Music Corner. That was Mimo 600, Uncle Luke. What'd y'all think of that?
They funny as hell.
Mimo always funny.
No, I like the video, man. I like the style. Bro had fun to the motherfucker. I was hoping that he had a picture of him on the yacht, because when he said the yacht and he was still in the whip, I'm like, come on, man, you got it. And then it switched over real quick. I'm like, all right, cool. You got it. All right, cool. But I fucks with it.
Yeah, I fucks with it. Mimo, I mean, just music wise, because outside of music, man, that nigga wow. But music wise, he's always been good at picking his beats. His hooks is always usually on point.
Yeah.
The lyrics be shaky sometimes because, you know, they always diss each other. So
Yeah.
I was kind of worried about this one. The only thing that I seen was they like throwing down the rakes a lot, but I'm like, man, I wish the BDs get back to just throwing up the trays and
just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They like abandoned throwing the trays. Now they just completely just slam the rates every chance they get. And it's like, bro, just go back to throwing up the trays, bro. Like,
I be wanting to tell them, there was a time when y'all didn't stand for that shit, but it's all right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly. You feel me? It was a time we was all cool. You feel me?
Yeah, we was all together. You know, I don't know if y'all remember that. It's all right though. I think it's dope. I think it's dope, man.
Nah, the song.
I mean, I know they're gonna do the thing. Yeah, some of the vibe is dope. The production is different. Yeah. It definitely had a different energy. I like the fact that he went out. I don't understand why he
called himself a peasant though. I don't know if you caught that. I don't know if he said it because it rhymed, but I didn't get that part when he called himself a peasant.
I don't go back. I missed out.
Yeah, no, he said it. He definitely did.
Did he?
Yeah,
you remember the full bar? You remember the full bar? What he said?
I would have to look at the full bar. But from let me see, because I can.
He's like,
I don't know how I missed that one.
I'll be catching.
That was the only part that threw me for a loop.
I
usually catch little shit, but he called himself a peasant.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Sound like he said they don't catch me in my city because I'm a peasant or some shit like that. I don't remember. I just didn't get that part.
No, okay. Well, I was just wondering what the bar. I just wanted to see what the full bar was because maybe it meant something different or some shit. You know, motherfuckers be changing the definition of words and shit sometimes.
Lyrics. Let's see.
I'd be surprised they got the lyrics for it.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they would.
It's called Uncle Luke, right?
Yeah,
I couldn't find it. But off of that, we got this new Kobe documentary. Did you guys check it out?
Not yet.
Not yet.
On my list.
I tried to watch it the other night and I kept falling asleep, so I just turned it off.
Okay. I don't have time. Like as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going right to a session. They got another session that I'm teaching. So by the time at night, I turn on something to watch, but before I even see the loading screen, I'm asleep already.
Yeah, you be already knocked. That's how I'm coming home from work because I work nights. Man, by the time I get in my bed, it's like 2:00. And as soon as I turn something on, probably about 15 minutes, I'm out.
So at this point, I'm turning something on just so I can go to sleep to it. I didn't even watch it.
Sometimes that's really what it is because I can't just go to sleep and I can't just be in the dark. So I just turn.
I can't if I'm dead ass, like if I'm tired, like I'm out of there to the point where it's like I get up and be like, damn, I need to turn that on. I was tired for real. But normally I throw on Chicago PD or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm out.
Yeah, I'd be gone.
I could get y'all playoff predictions before we get out of here.
Or the whole thing, or just the first round?
First round.
Yeah, that's cool. I let bro go first.
Listen, I don't have them.
Oh, okay.
I gave up on basketball. My feelings
got hurt.
Feelings got hurt. I watched to watch, but I can't be invested. Football too. I can't be invested no more. I don't.
Hey man, we looking good, bro.
I mean,
the next couple of years, the Bears should be cool, bro. We should be good.
We've been saying that for 10 years.
Yeah, but we had the cap space this time. We got the bread. And we already got our star quarterback. We already picked up wide receivers and shit, bro. We looking cool.
And we got hella picks. And I was like, you know
exactly.
What? But I get nervous, man. I'm like a battered wife. I've been through too much.
No, that's true. Hey, you know the same shit you saying is what I tell my middle son because he's so into football right now. And he just don't understand. Like, you ain't been a fan long enough, bro. You don't understand.
It's gonna break your heart, bro. It's gonna break your heart for real.
And he don't be understanding that shit. I be trying to tell him.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, like the last couple games that I actually sat down and watched, I've been watching my brother. I've been watching. He got me watching college ball more than anything. So now that I've been watching, it's kind of getting me to fall back into it. But I'll be like, man, that shit rigged, man. I don't like it. I don't like it, man.
Especially with that FanDuel, do seem.
I definitely got to get back to watching college ball because I kind of fell off because I hate watching drafts and I don't know who the hell these kids is.
Yeah, that happened to me a couple times.
I got to get back to watching that college ball shit.
Yeah. See, I mean, I'm looking for a couple guys that are talented that I can follow through their career and just kind of like grow with them, you know. But I gotta stay focused on it because sometimes I'm like, man, fuck that. I got some work to do. I go do
So
work.
you just be totally invested in the music all day. You really don't got time for nothing.
Man, I would love to have time for other shit, but I just don't have it at the point because like between running the studio, we started the label a couple years back, and now the artists, we picked out our artists and getting ready to start putting stuff together. So I'm learning everything on that end. And that's a full-time job on top of another full-time job with a side job that acts like a full-time job. So it's like now, shit, I'm just glad I got time for sleep, man.
So your new project that dropped, that's under the label that y'all just started, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, Black Card dropped a while back, but I had some sample clearances that I had to fix. So I brought I grabbed a poem from one of these dope ass poems. Rudy Francisco, hell of a poet. We reached out to his marketing team to try to get the clearances to use it for the project. And then one of my partners was like, well, look, don't nobody really know who he is right now, so let's just put that shit out. Worst case scenario, they catch us, and we had to clear it and re-upload. I was like, oh, that ain't gonna happen. And then it happened. And
they caught that shit.
It took a while.
They caught that shit with the quickness.
No, it took a while. But what was dope was the company Button Poetry. The CEO of Button Poetry reached out to us directly. Like, first off, love the project, love what you did. Second of all, them samples ain't cleared. So we need to either clear them samples or pull that down. They flagged us because I was submitting some music for a placement opportunity, and when I went to go submit the music, my links went down. I'm like, oh shit. Hop on YouTube, shit going. I'm like, oh nah. Then I get the email. They're like, yeah, we flagged you.
Got on your ass.
Yeah, I had to go through the process, Now, luckily, I had everything saved, so I wasn't going to clear up samples. Went, dropped them out, redid a few of the mixes, tested some stuff, re-put it back up, and basically just had to start the process over. But it happens. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's actually cool because it caught enough acclaim for them to actually go, we bumping your shit, we love it, but you ain't get them samples, so I'm going to need you to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, shit.
Did you produce anything on the project?
Yeah, I did track 5, I did Never Again. The rest of the joints were done by Epic, my homie Phallic, and Tilak. I always get his name wrong, but it's Tilak.
And how many artists do you have on your label?
Right now, currently, let me count. About five consistently.
That's not bad. That's a good number. You don't want too many. Too
no, not all rappers. 4 rappers, one R&B singer. She's gonna be working on stuff with it. She's phenomenal. My homie Monty Sykes, he just dropped his project, Monarch, I want to say about 2 weeks ago. He's been getting some big waves for he did all of his production. He did his mixing, I did his mastering. My other artist is Shogun. He's a battle rapper he's cold, phenomenal. But the boy can rap. He can rap his ass off, and ain't nothing he can't get on. Another artist that we're working with right now is my other homie Speezy. He just had a show a couple days ago. The other two do not have artist names yet because they're trying to figure that out.
Okay.
So we can now when we announce.
I've been in that stage before.
Yeah.
Like trying to find a name and shit.
Oh man, dog, I ain't had so many horrible ones over the years. Man, the Ali moniker stuck though. It stuck. And ever since it stuck, I was like, okay, I might add a little shit to it, modify it, but that's all. I'm always gonna be Ali no matter what. So I was happy with that. Very happy with that.
Yeah.
From your engineering experience, like with a more established artist, do they come prepared or do they write in the studio?
Most artists that are like up echelon or higher in the game, they normally come with everything like set up. So it's like they're sending you stems, they got the beats, they got the vocals. They might come in and be like, okay, I got everything done. I just need it mixed. And then you got a couple guys that let it come in and vibe. I worked with 3-6 Mafia, worked with Crunchy Black from 3-6.
Nice.
He's different. Crunchy will have everything in his head, but he gonna get high first, smoke a little weed, get himself lit. Then they come in here do something dope, and then you got other guys like.
And he one of them members.
Yeah, he definitely one of them members. So, you know,
he one of them members.
Oh, yeah, it was love, 100%. And then you got G Herbo. He's one of those guys that I worked with him I think that was 2018. Oh, okay. I worked with him, and that's what's up. He's like one of those guys that I know for a while everybody was complaining about him being off beat. Mm-hmm. but he's not legit off beat. Like
it's like just an unorthodox delivery kind of.
Well, see, what it is he
I
punches.
think he's rapping on a different
No,
time.
he punches all his takes.
Oh shit.
So like he might do the first half of the verse here, then he'll travel, go to another studio, do it there. So the time would be a little bit different. So he's coming up with a lot of stuff on the spot. Some of it he write from what I see. He'll punch the ideas instead of going back and cleaning it up and getting it. He just left it how it was because the fans fuck with it. He was like, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna do the extra shit because they vibing with it already. And when I saw the session, I was like, oh, damn.
Okay. Yeah, it makes more sense now. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Because when you hear him actually perform or when he do like freestyles on the radio, he's solid. Solid as hell. Never off beat. And in the records, you can tell like, okay, he either coming up with it on the spot or he changed something last minute and didn't perfect the timing of it. But he's gotten better with that over the years too as well. So that's not even an issue either. So somebody
he definitely has.
Somebody told him clean it up.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it all you got it mastered. Study it and go back. I have to tell a lot of my clients to do that, but it's a beautiful thing.
That's what's up.
Before we get out of here, you want to give them your social media, any up and coming projects, anything to look out for?
Yeah, for sure. My social media is The Real Ali the Villain. I have to do that because they tried to steal my IG too many times, which is crazy. Or you can just find me on social media as Ali the Villain. It's always Ali the Villain everything. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it real consistent. My partner RF Keys is dropping his project Refined Character later on in the year. My artist Shogun, he's dropping I think it's Drawn. Part 1 of that series is coming up really soon. Like I said, Monarch just released, so that's coming. That's in stores. And the CEO of my company, Styles, she's got a project called Self. We're thinking probably the fall for that. You know, so everything else is just a surprise. I say, give it to me, I give it to you, I give it to the people.
That's what's up.
Yeah. All right. Once again, we appreciate your time, man. We got Ali the Villain in the building.
Yes,
King Vance as always. I came in peace, leave in peace.
For sure.
And boom.